Ladies and gentlemen, I think by now Kenyans have seen the kind of leadership that William Samoei Ruto has to offer. I remember vividly an emotional Kenyatta warning Kenyans about Fikirieni. He told us that mimi hakuna kitu nataka, lakini fikirieni. As you go to the elections, think of what you are doing. And for sure, Kenyans are witnessing what Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta want. Watch Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's short warning here.
Hakuna kitu natafuta. Hakuna kitu natafuta. Na ndipo naambia wa Kenya, fikirieni. Think how you want to plan your future. Sisi hatutaki tuwe na dunia ambaye wa Kenya watakuwa wanagawanyika.
Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta had even told us about the way we were being misled. Sijui semeni dynasty baya, hasura tawala. And Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was very passionate about this. And again, watch this short clip.
Wale maradioro misemani huko makimweraga baya, semeni baya. Semeni dynasty baya. Hasra tawala.
And now here comes the hustler ruling the nation. Hustler sasa ametawala. Tunajionea sisi wenyewe. We don't need to expound on this because action speaks louder than words. Watch again. None other than Isaac Ruto, the former Bomet governor, told Kenyans that William Samoei Ruto will be another Museveni. He'll be deadly. He'll rule with an iron fist. And for sure, he is ruling with an iron fist. And he told us that his best friend is Museveni. Show me your friends, I tell you your character. Birds of a feather will always flock together. Listen to Isaac Ruto here.
Ruto, you can understand him by the friends he keeps, even internationally. His best friend is Museveni of Uganda. You see how Museveni is dealing with Besigye. That is the William Ruto you're looking for. It's only a matter of time and he'll put on the same hat as Museveni, not the same Mukwachu. And he would want to do the same thing on all the opposition leaders as Museveni does on Besigye.
Today, the government is desperately using goons to lead the nation. And we have seen police working with the goons. In this video, I want us to look very, very keenly why the government is desperately using goons to rule this nation. Number one, in my view, this is about 2027 general elections. In fact, what is happening here, the government wants to suppress the voters' turnout such that there will be fear all over the country. This is just preparation of the minds that mjue most likely the goons will come out and maybe stop people from voting. And you realize that these goons are only coming in Nairobi, and they have also been seen in Mount Kenya, especially where Rigathi Gachagua is. So it is not just by coincidence. Number two, in my view, is that desperate times calls for desperate measures. The government is actually looking for backup. You agree with me that we are moving the Haiti way. In Haiti, it is the gangs that rule. And when you look at the situation today, you ask yourself if William Samoei Ruto is actually in control of the government. Because it looks like what is happening is like we have the government of goons and the government of William Samoei Ruto. Or are they one and the same thing? Maybe you can write in your opinion in the comment section. Because here is a president who has been promising Kenya that there will be no more abductions, that there will be no more shooting. And even before the latest victim, is buried. That is, Albert Ojwang is buried. Another person by the name Ali is shot by the police. Then you ask the question, who is in charge of the government? Who is giving these orders? Is William Samoei Ruto actually in control? Because if you ask me, there's more than meets the eye. Again, I think there's fear in the government that the Gen Z might come up. And because people have been calling about June 25 to be declared a public holiday, I think the government is panicking. And the government is now crushing the Gen Z. Anytime they see the Gen Z coming, even when they are not armed, they are crushed ruthlessly. Najua mtu ambaye amewahi kuumwa na nyoka anapoona kaba anaruka sija akaumwa na ile kaba kidhani ni nyoka. So this is what is happening. The government is in a panic mode. And I think if we were to advise William Samoei Ruto, I would tell him to let the Gen Zs demonstrate peacefully and provide security. They will demonstrate and then go home. That's a reality. They vent their anger to the government, they vent their anger to the president. And then William Samoei Ruto will actually come out as somebody who is very, very tolerant. Again, when you look at why the government is actually using these guys, I think they are targeting some individuals, or they are trying to stop politicians from coming to these demonstrations. Because, for example, if opposition leaders were to come to these demonstrations and join the Gen Zs, I think they would be maimed. I think they will not be spared. Because you see, when you look at the situation that we are witnessing, we are seeing a situation where even the policemen are supplying tear gas to goons. They are supplying rugus. They are supplying everything. But what do we say, ladies and gentlemen? We were warned by Uhuru Kenyatta. We were warned by many leaders. I remember huyo mzee ambaye alikuwa anasema the way Baba gave William Samoei Ruto the Minister of Education, not Education, Agriculture, and he was saying, waligora magala yote, waligora kila kitu, waligora magunia, waligora mahindi, waligora hata mbolea. I remember that man who was actually warning Kenyans. What do we say, ladies and gentlemen? Because you see, I think we are not yet out of the woods. How the government is going to contain the situation, I don't know. But the way they are handling the situation, I think very, very poor. Because you see, in a scale of 1 to 10, on the way the government is managing these demonstrations, I think I would give them 0. They have no clue on how to manage demonstrations. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my take. I don't know what you think, but I can only say pole sana kwa wale ambao waliumizwa na polisi. Pole sana kwa wale ambao walifuga biashara zao. This is our country. Lakini tuseme nini? Mwiba wa kujiduga hauambiwi pole, sio maneno yangu, ni maneno ya wahega. Bye bye.